Last year we found it a challenge with the first year we were on once a day, we had no issues really, and last year we had.
So I was in the middle of editing this video when I realised I never actually told you about a fairly big business and family decision that we made on the farm. So we probably need to go back a couple of years first. In 2021, our daughter was born, and as anyone who has had children knows, your entire world changes, but also how you view everything changes. And when it was just the two of us farming, like, we were just living our best life, to be honest, because it didn't matter how many hours we put in the farm because every day we were doing it together. One thing that always stuck with us was something some members of our local discussion group told us, and they had reared families and been farming over the years, and they always said that they wished they had spent more time with their children when they were small. And I suppose we really didn't want to be saying those things in the future too. What exactly could we do about it? This is where once a day milking comes in. Now, we had heard about once a day milking and thought it was something we'd probably do in maybe 10 to 15 years, until the opportunity kind of presented itself. Tier Lawn farmers will especially remember the letter we got back in April of 2021 that kind of made us feel like the quota era was returning. And this was when I was actually Glanbia. So Glanbia Ireland is required to limit the growth in milk volumes over the peak supply months of April, May and June from next year due to a planning challenge. Yada yada yada, and they gave a couple of options for farmers to incentivise them to reduce production. One was a retirement scheme and the other one was a voluntary reduction scheme. So to cut a long story short, they're going to pay you to not produce milk. And this was when we kind of saw the opportunity staring us straight in the face. We crunched a lot of figures, and I mean a lot. We did budget, after sensitivity analysis, after cash flow forecasts, you name it, we did it. But we eventually decided we'd just apply for the scheme. We did, and we got accepted. Now, it is worth noting that this payment is only for the 3 peak months, so April, May and June, and the term is 3 years. So the payments are 2022, 2023 and 2024. So yeah, this is our last year of payment. Oh, and the payment is 10 cents a litre on what you don't produce compared to your peak reference year. However, we had to lock in exactly what we wanted from the start. So we get the same payment each year, regardless of whether we produce less or more milk compared to our reference year. Obviously, we were reluctant to go broadcasting to the world about our decision because we'd no experience of once a day milking and we didn't know how it was going to work for us. But now that we're 3 years in, I think we feel a bit more confident about the decision. And look, there have definitely been some learning curves with the change, like with anything. But ultimately, we're very happy with the once a day milking and we wouldn't trade any amount of money for the family time that we get now. It's a tricky one at the end of the day because it's both a personal and a business decision. Like, would we go back milking twice a day if we had the choice? I'd say probably not, but we still need to make a living to support a family, so it's important to keep a close eye on the books. Look, I'm not going to bore you with all of the data and figures comparing twice a day to once a day. Maybe I'll do a video on that in the future, but for now, at least you know now what we have been up to for the last few years. Do you want your scooter? You want me to put it into this puddle here?